Hey, what's poppin', everybody? Let's get into the recap real quick. You're gonna want to follow me on Instagram. I almost mention it like every single day because yesterday Tucker Barnhart ended up not playing. So we ended up filling Tucker in with Keegan Murray yesterday. Once I found there was some summer league picks dropped, I was like, "What? Summer league? Okay." And then I seen they had Keegan Murray was playing yesterday. And you know, if you guys haven't seen on my Instagram and stuff, Keegan Murray's my boy. That boy is a bucket getter. They put him at like 15 and a half or something like that, 16 and a half. He almost had that at the half. He had 26 last night. So I replaced him with Tucker yesterday because Tucker ended up not playing. But we went 2-1 yesterday, and believe it or not, who missed? You guessed it, the lock of the day. Victor Robles, 8th inning, gets up to bat for the second time, and he gets a hit. He gets a single. Hasn't hit. He is 1 for his last 10 games on a single hit, and yesterday he finally was able to get one. Batted twice yesterday right there in the 8th inning, was able to bat for a single, gets on base, and he gets that hit. So that's super frustrating. Charlie Blackmon ends up going over on his bases. Felt really good about Charlie Blackmon, of course. And then Keegan Murray, of course, like I just said, had 26 points yesterday. So a 2-1 day for us yesterday. 0-2 with the locks of the day, man. It's like cursed. As soon as I say someone's a lock of the day, they're either going over or they're either going under. So it is what it is. I guess, 4-2 start to the month isn't bad. Just sucks that it's my locks of the day that aren't hitting. So let's get into today. Today we've got the USFL championship. So we got that championship game loading up today. So let's go ahead and get right into it. Before we get to today's picks, let me mention today the Joey Chestnut payout special. So basically what this is it's a payout booster. So if you make the pick and you make the correct pick, if you make a 3-slip, 5-slip, whatever you decide to do, you get a payout booster. The max you can put is $25 on a 5-slip to win $12.50. So you get a massive payout booster with this pick. Here's the thing the underdog's doing this time. As far as I'm understanding, even if you get this slip wrong, if Joey is the only slip that you miss, or only pick that you miss, I'm pretty sure you're getting your money back. I could be a little bit wrong on that one. I kind of got a little confused by what underdog was trying to do with that, but I'm pretty sure you're getting your money back even if you miss this slip here. From what I'm seeing from the past numbers that Joey has put up, I'm thinking 75.5 is a good under for him. Last year he broke the world record. He ate 76 in 10 minutes, so I'm thinking it's right there. It's really close because I guess every year since 2016, he's progressively eaten just a little bit more. So maybe he breaks his world record this year, but 75.5 is like the perfect place to put it because it looks like he's either going to get right there or he's going to go barely just over. So I think under on that 75.5 hot dogs is the perfect play here. I'm thinking about playing it with some USFL plays. I'm going to toss in some MLB stuff. I'm talking to some guys. But I'm definitely going to think I'm going to take the under on this one. I think that's a safe bet. The world record is 76, and that's where the line would need to be. So he would have to break the world record or tie the world record in order to go over in his total today. So I think under on Joey Chestnut's hot dogs eaten. I never thought I would be saying something like that, but under on his hot dogs eaten probably is what I'm going to go with today. Make sure you follow me on Instagram to see what I end up doing as my final payout booster slip with Joey Chestnut. So I just thought I'd mention that today because we do have that payout special. All right, coming in hot with today's lock of the day. Don't even want to say lock of the day anymore because it's going to curse him as soon as I say this. But today's lock of the day, we are going to go to one of the quarterbacks in this matchup today. This quarterback is actually being widely looked at as the best USFL quarterback. A lot of NFL scouts and NFL guys are saying this guy is the best quarterback. We know Kyle Slaughter and, these other guys are putting up big numbers, but they actually think this quarterback is the best quarterback in the USFL. It's getting actual NFL attention. Give me the Stars quarterback. Give me Case Kukos, baby. We've bet on him a couple times this year. He's got bananas, and he's had bad games. Today he's going to go bananas. They've got his line set at 190.5. It was 200 last night before I went to bed. They've changed it down 10 yards. Here's the reasoning why I'm going to go over on Case Kukos today. Last week they gave up 300 yards to Kyle Slaughter, okay? Kyle Slaughter, we have all known this season's kind of been tearing it up as far as the yards go. Kyle Slaughter threw for 300 yards because they were down the entire game. They had to pass the ball, and that's exactly what's going to happen to Case Kukos today. They're going to be down for most of this game, so they're going to be passing it. They're not going to be running the ball that often. As soon as they get down, they've got to try to catch up, and once they get down big, they're going to start passing it like crazy. I think he's going to get to 190 pretty easily. He had 163 last week, but there was 3 punt returns. There was 2 special team touchdowns in their game last week. So that takes away a lot of yards, right? Because they're taking back punt returns and kick returns. So I think he would have hit last week had not everybody scored a special teams touchdown last week. I think there was 3 of them last week, which is crazy. So give me Case Kukos over 190.5 today for our lock of the day. All right, vice versa here with this pick. Give me Matt Colburn, but give me his under. I know a lot of people are going to be like, whoa, his under? Whoa, hang on. They've set it at 35.5, which is the lowest they've kind of had it in quite a while, low-key, because Matt Colburn is one of the best backs in the league when it comes to running the ball. But like I said with Case Kukos, they're going to be down. So they're going to be passing the ball, which means they're not going to be running the ball. If you're down in a game, you don't want to run the ball. It just burns clock and it doesn't get you very many yards. As long as he doesn't get a big, 15 to 20 yard carry in the first half, I think we're going to be good on this one because he's not going to get much in the second half. Also, last week, the backup running back took more carries than him. He had 9. He only had 29 yards on 7 carries last week, and that was a close game, right? That was a game where they barely hold on at the end there to win that one. So I'm liking Colburn to go under on his yards here this week, and that was against the Generals, who aren't necessarily the greatest rush defense today. They're taking on Birmingham, who Birmingham is the second best, if not sometimes the best rush defense behind the New Orleans Breakers. So give me Matt Colburn under 35.5 yards rushing today. And lastly, we're going to go ahead and go with the Birmingham wide receiver. We're going to go with Marlon Williams under 44.5. I think this is just too high, honestly. The one weakness for Birmingham is their passing, okay? They're a very Baltimore Raven-esque team. They ran the ball last week 27 times versus New Orleans, and they won 17-31. So clearly their primary goal is to try to run the football, and they don't really like to pass it as often. Their quarterback, I wouldn't say he's not bad, but he's not the greatest quarterback in the world. Last week, Marlon had 7 targets, but only had 24 yards receiving, which means they're throwing the ball, but they're not very good at throwing the ball because he's not getting very many catches. He's not getting downfield, right? Not a lot of stuff gets downfield for Birmingham in the passing game. When they do pass stuff, it's quick little play action, hitch routes, quick slants. They're not looking for big bombs. So I just think 44 is just too high. 44.5 is just too high for Marlon Williams. They're going to be up. Once they get up, they're going to run the ball entering the clock, which means they're not going to pass it very often. So give me Marlon Williams under 44.5 yards receiving today for our last pick of the day today. All right, with that being said, guys, feeling really, really confident about these 3 picks today. Let me get these USFL, our final USFL slip of the year for our championship game. Give me Case Kukos, the lock of the day, over 190.5 passing. Give me Matt Colburn, under 35.5 yards rushing. And give me Marlon Williams, under 44.5 yards receiving to round out our USFL last play of the season. All right, guys, that's going to wrap up today's video. Championship game today, like I've said multiple times in the video so far, but championship game, so our last USFL play of the game, or play of the year. NFL starts back up here in August with preseason games and stuff like that. So really excited about that. Really excited to get the NFL going again on this channel. I started up the channel last year right towards the end of the season. I think it was in like the divisional round or like the AFC Championship, NFC Championship round. So I only got like the tail end of NFL last year. So I get the whole season this year, and it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be a good time. We had an all right year with the USFL. Had some sweeps, had some bad days, but of course you have ups and downs. Loving these 3 plays. I think the Birmingham Stallions are going to run away with this one. I think the Stars were able to barely get by the Generals last week, and it was on some fluke stuff with some special teams touchdowns and stuff like that. So I'm liking the chances today for Birmingham. Has been the most consistent team all year to go ahead and just finish it out and get this championship this year. So give me Birmingham if I had to bet on someone to win this one today. Give me Birmingham, and then I'd probably take the under on the team total for both. I think it's at like 44.5. I'll probably take the under on that one. With that being said, guys, I will catch you guys tomorrow. Peace.